screen, then we can't tell.
A wild Chris appears! Ah!
The prophecy is true.
The game Attack of the Frogs is a 1v1 game where one side plays as the attacking frogs against the defending humans. There's a 3x5 game board where each side has an assortment of cards that each cost a certain amount of mana. You get 5 mana each round. The frogs have 15 rounds to get rid of the humans' 10 health.
So in this game, we have a magic system. So each turn you will receive 5 magic that you can use on each turn. The magic will be indicated on your card by the corner spot that has the purple star on it. When you look at this, you can do different card combinations. For example, on one turn, you could choose to use 5 1 magic cards, and then on a different turn, you could choose to use a 3 magic and 2 1 magic cards.
Why would you do that?
On another turn, you could opt to just use 1 card that has 5 magic in it. There's different combinations that you can use, and you can play these all across the board.
This is a 2-player card game. The attackers get the invader deck, and the defenders get the human deck. And always remember to shuffle your cards before you play. At the beginning of each turn, players draw cards until they have 7. And the point of the game is to survive 15 turns if you're the human, and to deal 10 damage to the enemy's defense if you're an invader. And then always remember that invaders go first.
Alright. When invaders play a card, unless it's a spell, spells have no health or damage, they will place it in front of the lake. So that is their starting point. At the end of the invader's turn, all units on the field will move a space toward the humans. The human units don't ever move from their side of the camp unless the card says otherwise. Finally, when invaders deal damage to the human defenses, when they have no more spaces to move towards the human camp, they attack, and the damage is based off their damage stat. So this is the leftmost stat on the card unless stated otherwise. This is also the same for when invaders attack the human units.
So there are 2 types of... The objective of human cards are to defend themselves from the onslaught of the frogs. They will do this over the course of 15 turns. They will have a combination of spell cards and human cards that will kill the frogs in their own unique ways as described on their card themselves. For example, we have the Black Knight here, which is able to freely move along the board and deal a consistent amount of damage while having a high amount of health. After a card has died, you place a card into the discard pile, or if you use it in the case of a spell. When your deck is gone, you will take the discard pile, shuffle it, and then that will be your deck right there.
Magic the Gathering Shuffle. We're going to go ahead and pick our first 7 cards. 4.
I played the human side, and he plays the invader side.
So, as stated previously, the frogs will always go first, and I will lay down my 2 cards here. So I have a Sea Bear, which is 4 magic. I will put him down right in the middle. That's a threat he has to face immediately. And I will also put a Shaman Froggo, who is 1 magic, off to this side as well.
And that's the end of his turn.
So after the first turn, these guys advance to the middle of the board. And they're coming here from the invader side. And once they reach this camp, so these bottom row, they will attack the turn after.
I have many ways to stop these guys.
Oh no.
But for the sake of showing what's going to happen, I will just place my Stout Lad, who's a 3 mana, right here. And I will shoot his Shaman Froggo with the arrow.
Alright, so Shaman Froggo is dead.
And this will go in the discard pile.
Yep.
And so will this arrow, which is a spell card. After use, they go to the discard pile. And then after your turn starts, you draw to fill that your hand back up.
Okay. So draw after your turn.
Until you
have 7 cards.
Yes.
So I used 2 cards in my first turn. I will now pull 2 cards to refill. Let's see. We'll do a small Froggo up here.
It's 1 mana.
Another small Froggo.
It's another mana. 2 mana.
Yep. And then we got 3 more. So we're going to put a Suspicious Frogster over here.
He has a special effect which allows him to bypass all human and trap cards.
Yep.
Only killed by spells.
And then my turn will end. These Froggos will move forward. And Jacob will go.
Alright. So I will place Peggy the Pirate right in front of his guy, and I will also shoot this small Frogger right here, and he will die. A
Alright.
total of 5 mana, and end of my turn.
So end of your turn, and I've already refilled my cards. So I will put one small Froggo in the back here, and I will put a pack of Froggos in the back here. And that will be the end of my turn. These will move forward. So this will move forward. This will move forward onto Peggy the Pirate. And what is his effect?
Peggy the Pirate does 2 damage to anything that goes over it, a total of 4 times. After
Okay.
that, he will be discarded.
Oh.
But he bypasses human cards, so he
Okay.
can just attack him
Okay.
straight forward.
Okay. So does he attack the pirate?
So he attacks the pirate, can't take any damage.
Okay.
He dies when he is discarded
Okay.
after his 4 times.
So he has thrown that 2 damage in
Mhm.
vain because it cannot.
It cannot.
Okay.
But now if we move over here, the small Froggo, as the small Froggo moves up,
Yep.
it'll run into the stout lad.
The stout lad.
The stout lad will deal 2 damage to it, rendering
Mhm.
it, killing it. But the small Froggo will also deal 1 damage to stout lad,
Yep.
making it have 4 health instead of 5.
Yep. So make sure you keep a tab of your running health between all your soldiers, and this pack of Froggos will also take a turn forward.
And the sea bear, who is standing right at the camp, will attack the camp for 4 damage.
Yep. And the small Froggo behind him will move
Right next
forward.
to him. Yep. Oh no.
So this was just a short demonstration of the game. Is there anything else you need to say about it?
Now we're done.
All right, cool. That's it, boys. And